Madeline, is it true that your boyfriend is a doctor? I was hearing that from a few of the other workers today.
Ruby, you heard about that from them?
I knew it was true then. What is with this, gosh dang it? I love to gossip about other people's love lives. So, next time when you go out telling people, make sure to include me. I'm sure you weren't trying to hide any of this from me, right?
Well, no, but this isn't something that everyone in the whole company needs to hear about.
Huh? Why not, though? You have a boyfriend who's a doctor now, making your future very safe. You should be going around the office bragging about something like that, right?
Well, I'm sure that my boyfriend's a very amazing man and all that, but I don't think he's the kind of guy that I need to be bragging about here.
Huh? What the heck? You telling me that you're trying to be some modest woman now? If I were you, I'd be bragging every which way around here. So, where did the two of you end up meeting?
You could call him a friend of one of my friends from college. They were nice enough to introduce me to him and such.
What? I should have known you had someone to show you to him. But man, I don't have anyone around me that could show me to some kind of doctor who wants to date. Everyone in my group is below me.
Well, I'm sure that not many people are friends with doctors on such close levels. If you keep thinking that everyone's below you, you'll miss the right man for you, right?
Huh? What the heck? Are you trying to act like my mom right now, telling me crap like that? Well, good for you. You have yourself a doctor for a boyfriend now. You feel like you're above me now, so of course you'd try to give me some insight.
I'm not trying to act above you or anything. I'm just trying to recommend that you treat those in your group with a bit more respect. And if you do that, instead of saying they're below you, you might have a better chance at finding someone to date. I think you're the only one that's acting above everyone else now.
What? There's no way. I know that the truth is you have to have amazing people around you to introduce you to even more amazing people. Right? And since I need myself someone amazing to show me around, can you introduce me to your boyfriend?
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. Introduce me to your boyfriend. Then he will be able to show me to one of his single doctor friends.
Oh, that's what you mean.
What? Did you get all worried there for a second? Were you getting scared that I might come and steal your boyfriend from you? Stop that, please. I would never do something like that to anyone.
That doesn't seem very authentic of you, though.
Does this mean... You're talking about Allie? Well, about that, it just happens that her boyfriend fell in love with me. I didn't do anything to take him from her.
Is that so? I'm sorry, but I don't really trust you on that one yet. Well, it's over now, so I shouldn't ask you any more about it.
Anyway, show me to your boyfriend, please. I only have so much time left before I need to get married, okay?
Hold on, though. Whatever happened with you and Allie's ex? Weren't you dating him?
I'm over him now. He wasn't making that much money compared to a lot of other people. And I just never saw him getting anywhere else in life. So, I want to find someone better to jump onto.
What? That right there is terrible, Ruby. After taking her boyfriend from her, you just went and dumped him after a few months? And saying that you want to jump onto someone else now? Don't you think that what you've done has caused a lot of harm for others already?
Why are you asking me all of these things? Wait, was she some kind of friend to you? Well, I'll just tell you now that I didn't mean anything bad by doing that. This is a world where love is the most powerful emotion, right? If she wanted to keep him around with her, then maybe she should have tried harder to show her love for him, right?
I'm not saying anything like that. I just think that what you've done to someone like her was not okay. And that I feel bad now that you didn't even hold on to her ex afterwards.
You're kind of crazy, Madeline. You're a bit scary as well. If you keep talking like that about other people's situations, you're going to die young. I can see already that you're stressing over things like that. And those wrinkles on your face aren't receding anytime soon. So be careful.
Whatever. Either way, I am not showing my boyfriend to you. Just try your best to go out and find a high-level man that you think would be interested in you.
Huh? Well, if you say so. All right. I'll do everything in my power to find my high-level man. Now that I think about it, are you okay, Madeline? There hasn't been anything else upsetting you, right? I think by this point you can say something to the police about him.
Please do. Allie, you've been worried about me? Thank you. But look, I'm feeling a lot better now. He's started to slow down a bit recently, so I think I can begin to relax again.
Is that so? Thank goodness. But make sure not to be negligent of what he can do. You've already started to get ready to move into your man's house now, right?
Yeah, I've already gotten everything packed up. I actually plan to move to his place tomorrow.
That fast, huh? Perfect. If you have anything you need my help with, just ask. I have a lot of time on my hands, so I can be there anytime. Like tomorrow, I can be over there right after work to help out.
Thank you. I'm sure if I have anything for you, I'll ask. When I do, you'd better be here.
Sure thing.
Also, now that we're talking a bit here, there's something else I should mention. Ruby was at the bus stop that I get off at normally a few days ago.
Why the hell is she going to your bus stop now? Please don't tell me that she's really trying to get to your boyfriend that badly.
Well, I think that's what she's been up to.
But why does she know about your boyfriend? I thought everyone was keeping that a secret from her.
Well, apparently a week ago she was listening in on a conversation that a couple of other workers were having, and she was able to hear something about him.
Wait, what? What the hell is wrong with her? Does she not have anything else she could be doing besides stealing people's boyfriends? She needs to learn to go out and find a man of her own instead of taking ours.
She really does. And what do you think she said to me back then? She told me that love is the strongest emotion in the world, but she never seems to have it herself.
The hell does she think she's talking about? She's probably never loved someone in her life, that thieving whore.
Exactly. But at least after what she'd done to you, you found yourself a better man and are happy, right?
That's right. I'm very happy now with my new boyfriend. And that's why I don't give a crap about Ruby or my screwed-up ex. But hearing that she's still trying to steal other people's boyfriends just makes me feel all angry inside again.
Well, I can understand that. But to be honest, your ex is also very lucky, because after being stolen from you by her, she ended up leaving him as well.
What the heck? Oh, thank goodness for that. I'm sure that in my ex's case, he wasn't really into her anyway either. And was more or less just bored with me and wanted to try something different. That's how a lot of men are, and why they are stolen by that freak so easily. I should really thank Ruby, actually, for taking that guy out of my life.
Right? Any man that's able to slip up and be taken away that easily is far too dangerous to keep around. And that's probably why Ruby has gotten so far invested in her game, is because there are a lot of men willing to jump ship for her out of boredom. But what's crazy is that she seems to do it out of jealousy more than actual love.
Oh, she's just that type of idiot girl. She keeps that game up, she'll never truly be happy with whatever man she's with. All the men she ends up taking are cruddy themselves. Listen to me dissing Ruby and my ex like this.
But you're right about what you're saying. That ex of yours, just like a lot of other men, really did seem like the type to mess around with other women.
Jeez.
She asked me to introduce her to my boyfriend. But do you actually think I'd do something like that with the history she has?
Who would ever introduce their boyfriend to her? That's just her way of getting ready to steal him from you, right? But I know that your boyfriend isn't the type to leave you for her.
I doubt he would. He's seen a lot of women like her that are all into men's money, but he hates all of them.
In this day and age, there are all kinds of women like Ruby, actually, that are only into men for their money.
Right? They might all look cute, but everyone knows their goals.
I guess Ruby really is the type to keep on stealing other men because those who actually have money will never settle for her. And if they did, I wonder what would happen.
Well, anyway, if something between her and I happens again, I'll let you know.
Madeline, were you planning on getting married to your boyfriend? In other words, you and him are engaged?
What are you talking about right now? Ah, you're right. He and I are engaged to one another, but we only just got engaged recently, so...
Is that so? Well, then I'm seriously sorry about what's happened. I might have accidentally stolen another man again.
Huh? What are you really talking about here?
I've just gotten engaged to the man you've been together with. I really am a pain in all you guys' butts now, aren't I? I've once again gone and stolen another man from you older women at work. I'm so sorry.
Huh? What are you actually going on about right now, Ruby? I really don't think you've stolen my man from me.
I understand the feeling of not wanting to grasp the scary reality that's in front of you. But him and I are going to have a gorgeous wedding that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm jumping for joy right now thinking about it.
This isn't about me grasping reality or not.
But this is the truth, so you're going to have to get real about it. And so I'll tell you once more. I'm sorry, but I've stolen your doctor fiancé from you. But I am thankful that an old woman like you would be willing to give him to me without fighting at all.
Are you certain that that's really my boyfriend that you've taken? And actually, where did you first run into him?
I met him right in front of your house. Don't you remember running into me at the bus stop near your house when we both looked the other way from one another?
Well, you seemed pretty upset to see me back then, Ruby.
Well, after running into you like that, I thought I'd take a trip over to your house. And so I followed you home.
That right there is you telling me you're a stalker, then. Why didn't you just talk to me more if you had something to say?
Well, I just didn't want to deal with you at the time. But after following you to your house, I was able to write down where it was before going home myself. I had other plans, so I couldn't do anything on that day.
This is a really odd story. So you stalked me to find my house and then wrote down the address to come back another time? That sounds like the making of a criminal.
Call me something like that. But hey, because I was able to come and find your house, I was able to meet your boyfriend later on. And I heard you and him got into a fight. How awful. You kicked him out of the house and everything.
Huh? I don't ever remember a thing like that with my boyfriend, though.
Well, he was just standing there in front of your house, pacing back and forth. And so I went up to him and asked what had been happening. That's when he told me you got into a fight with him and kicked him out of the house. And right then and there, I picked him up and took him home with me.
I see what's going on now.
All I had to do was be a little kind to him, and he immediately came running after me. So now, I'll be taking him as my boyfriend. Thank you so much for giving me your fiancé and doctor.
And thank you very much as well. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because that man was a complete bother to me.
Stop trying to be all tough about this. I'm sure that you're shocked by all of this and are finding it hard to catch a breath. Sorry. A young and beautiful woman like me can never lose to an old hag like you.
No, I'm seriously thankful for what you've done. That man has been stalking me for months now.
Huh? What do you mean?
That guy's been following me everywhere for the past few months now. I had been trying to tell the police about him, but I've had little evidence. And so I moved out of my old house and am living in my fiancé's home. Actually, it was the day of me moving into his house that he proposed to me.
Wait a second. What do you mean? I haven't ever been over to his house yet, but...
That guy you're with probably doesn't even have a job right now. And if he does, he's probably working minimum wage and stalks all kinds of women daily. I think me being a bit too nice to him before is what got him so interested in me. He was the cashier at a gas station I stopped at, and maybe he's a sucker for nice women.
You're lying, right? But he's a doctor.
Did he say that? Well, that's a blatant lie. Probably just said that to get you to fall in love with him. Telling you he works an amazing job that was all too easy for him, right? Just like you'd done when you took Allie's boyfriend from her. Well, good luck, because he's been a really persistent stalker with me.
This is all lies. You're just trying to get me all worked up now because you're a sore loser, right? Him and I have already handed in our marriage paperwork to the city office and everything now. And I was planning on becoming a housewife and already told the company I quit.
Wait, what? Sucks for you. Well, I'm sure you'll know very soon if I'm telling the truth or not.
Wait. If you're actually telling the truth, then I'm actually screwed, right? I've already started talking about having a wedding with him.
Well, it's your fault for thinking you can just steal other people's boyfriends like that. But you both like to stalk other people, so I think you'll be a great couple. Maybe try your best to save up whatever money the two of you can for that expensive wedding. I hope that a whore like you gets whatever happiness is left for you after what you've done to people. After that, Madeline was able to distance herself a bit from Ruby and had an amazing wedding with her husband, and was then able to leave her job and become a housewife. There she was able to begin the dream she had always been chasing after. Never had to really look back at the past that Ruby had been trying so hard to keep her in. I'd say that this time, Madeline really did dodge the worst bullet anyone could be hit by, and she did so without even getting a scratch in the end. But as for Ruby, she was not willing to marry the stalker anymore, as she began to learn very quickly that he was going to be more than just a burden on her shoulders. Before the wedding could even begin, he was saying creepy things to Ruby, that even for a girl like her who had very little brain cells began to really turn her off, and so she ended up canceling the wedding with him. However, she wasn't going to get away without paying the cancellation fee, and so went into extreme debt with all of the loans she had to take out. And it wasn't just the cost of canceling the wedding that she had to pay either, as the stalker also asked that she pay him back for breaking their engagement promise with one another. And if she didn't, he'd make sure she never got to see the end of things between them. So it's going to be a long time before Ruby can pay off all the loans she's taken out, and I'm sure that'll keep her anchored in the hell she asked for. And as for there being anything to force both Ruby and Madeline to be around each other, there is nothing, as the both of them have left their jobs at the office, so neither one of them will ever have a chance to talk to one another anymore. Therefore, not many people really know about what's happened to Ruby after going into such terrible debt and running off. It's funny to think that she got off so much to making other women feel horrible by stealing their boyfriends, but is now feeling the worst after getting what she'd asked for. I'm at least sure that now men are no longer on the mind of Ruby, as she tries to find a way out of the hell she's fallen into. And that's okay, because no man, or woman, would ever want to have someone like Ruby chasing after them, because we all know now that she's bringing nothing but bad news with her.
Maggie, thank you for always doing things around the house. I got a bonus, and it's our 5th wedding anniversary. I'm thinking of buying a car for us.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I've got the car you wanted, and I even got a good deal.
Are you serious? I can't believe it! That nice car?
I'm not kidding. I thought that car was nice too. You're working as a freelancer now too. Our income has become more stable, so I thought it would be a good idea. What do you think? I can still cancel though.
I would never say no. It's the car I've always wanted. But I had always wanted to buy that car.
Well then, good for you. I wanted it to be a surprise though, as a way of thanking you for your daily supports. If it didn't work out, I would have canceled it. I just had to talk to you about it.
It's a big purchase for sure. But I'm all for it. And it's a surprise too. Made me happy to hear that. Thank you. But of course, I'll pay for it too.
What? Are you sure? I was thinking of making it my gift to you.
That's too expensive for a gift. But I appreciate the gesture. Don't worry, I'll pay for it too. Really looking forward to it.
Maggie, how could you get such a nice car? It's not fair.
Wait, what?
I heard it from my mom. Dean is buying you a car, right? I can't believe it. Why? You're just a useless housewife.
You heard this from your mom?
Why do you get to have a fancy foreign car? You're just a housewife. I'm working, but I only get to drive an old used car.
Dean should have just told his mom that he was buying a new car. Besides, it's not only your brother who is buying this car.
I heard the story from my brother. I heard he's buying a fancy foreign car. That's unfair. You're not even working. Do you enjoy making your husband pay that kind of money?
I had saved myself some money too. And that was the car of my dreams, so I really wanted it. I've been trying so hard to save money for a while now.
I don't buy your story. Don't get so ahead of yourself.
I have savings from before we got married, plus our shared savings. And I'm freelancing now and making a little money. We're buying it with that money.
I don't understand what you're talking about. How dare you, a housewife, spend my brother's money on your own car? You're the worst.
I'm telling you, it's my money too. And I do work freelance from home. I mean, Carla, it's none of your business anyways. What we spend our money on is up to us.
But it's not fair. I think it is absolutely ridiculous.
But it's our decision.
You'll let me drive it, right? Huh? I can drive it too, right? I work hard every day too. But I haven't been able to afford a nice car. So you can let me drive.
I can't let you drive it. But I think I can give you a ride.
Why not?
I can't let you drive because the insurance policy only covers me and Dean. I can't let someone else drive my car that easily.
You're a cheapskate. You spend so much money on a car, but you won't let me, your sister-in-law, drive it.
I wouldn't even let my own brother drive my car. It's not safe to let someone without insurance coverage drive.
I don't know what you're talking about. That means you look down on me, doesn't it?
Huh? That's not what I'm saying at all.
You're so lucky my brother makes good money. That's the only reason you can afford it.
Carla, what are you trying to say? Why are you so jealous?
Huh? Why would I be jealous of an old tag like you? There's no way I'm jealous of you.
It seems like you're jealous that I'm getting a new car.
I'm not jealous. I just don't like it. It pisses me off that you get to have nice things without any effort. I'm working hard every day at my part-time job at the supermarket. My husband never gives me anything. I'm living paycheck to paycheck.
You should talk to your husband about that. It's your family. I can't really say anything.
I'm pissed off at you for spending my brother's money so proudly. Anyways, I'm going to borrow your car later. I'll go visit you soon.
Please, call me when you come. I'll tell Dean about it.
Make sure you tell him to lend me that car.
I can't lend you the car. I'm sorry. Bye now.
It's so unfair for you to get to drive a car like that. And a white car. That's the color I wanted.
Huh?
I was so pissed off, so I painted it black. I think it looks better now. That car is too fancy and doesn't suit you at all.
I know you're jealous. But what are you talking about? A white car?
How many times have I told you I'm not jealous? You were so cocky. I had to spray black paint all over that car. I changed the color of your car so you can thank me.
Wait. I don't know what you're talking about. Which car are you talking about? And you painted it?
You parked the car in front of your house, right? I can't believe you parked in such an obvious place. Are you trying to show off? You don't deserve to drive that car. So I sprayed paint on that white car and made it black.
My car is originally black, though.
Huh? Then whose car is this?
My car is black. And I'm not home right now. So my car is not parked in front of the house. What are you talking about? What did you do?
Wait a minute. An angry-looking man just came out of the house next door.
Are you saying that you painted that neighbor's car?
But it was parked in front of your house. I didn't know it wasn't your car. What should I do? This is a really bad situation, isn't it?
They don't usually park their car in front of their house. So I'm not sure whose it is. Anyway, that's not my car. I suggest you apologize to him quickly.
I can't. I'm too scared. I'm leaving. You didn't hear anything.
You can't do that. Even if that's not our car. Do you mean you mistakenly sprayed paint on someone else's luxury car? That's a crime. I think you should apologize before the problem gets out of control. If you apologize properly, they might forgive you.
I don't think so. I bet they will do something bad to me. If they ask you something, don't say anything.
You definitely shouldn't run away. They're definitely going to find out later that you did this. If it was just paint, you can clean it somehow, can't you?
No, I also scratched the car.
Huh? Why did you do that?
Because I was pissed off. I hated that you got such a nice car.
I can't believe that those feelings are enough for you to act like that. Anyways, I really think you owe them an apology. Are you still there? Hello?
I heard that Carla's not home yet.
That doesn't surprise me. I just went to talk to the neighbor earlier, just in case.
What? Did you go there by yourself?
I get along well with the neighbor's wife. We chat once in a while, so it was no problem. One of their associates was over for a short while, and he wasn't going to stay there that long, so he didn't park properly. That's why he parked in front of the house, apparently. That was the whole story. I apologized to them, but they said it wasn't our fault and not to worry. They apologized to me, actually.
I see. I'm glad to hear that. But what happened to Carla?
It looks like Carla will have to pay for her actions. The neighbor's wife doesn't seem to be able to interfere in all this. The man who was visiting them today is allegedly a mob boss or something, and that was his car, apparently.
What? Seriously? That sounds really bad.
She was trying to get out of there, but she was caught on the spot, put in their car and taken away. Well, the wife said she would be able to pay the price in their way, and after she paid, they would let her go home. They can't do anything outrageous these days like they used to. I think she's simply going to be held responsible for the damage to the car.
Then I guess it's okay. I contacted Carla's husband just in case. He, too, said it was her own fault and she had no choice.
I never thought this would happen. Our neighbor's also just a victim.
Yeah, I'm going to buy some kind of gift as an apology for them after work.
Well, it seems like Carla is safe. I hope this is an opportunity for her to reflect. Even if she was jealous that I drive a nice car, if you harass people like this, you will end up hurting yourself. I hope she understands a little better.
If she doesn't get it, I'll cut her off forever.
What? Why?
I'm done with that kind of sister. I'm tired of cleaning up her mess.
Yeah, you're right. That might be the best thing to do.
Hi, Maggie. It's been a minute.
Huh? Carla, are you okay? Where are you now?
I'm very sorry about what I did. I will never do anything like that again. I sincerely regret it.
What a change in character. I'm glad you have reflected on yourself. Don't do something like that ever again.
Of course.
Dean and I have already decided that we want to keep our distance from you. I'm sorry, but don't come to our house anymore.
I got dumped by my husband as well. Could you please help me?
I see. I'm sorry, but we can't help you. And I think you deserve it.
I am truly sorry.
You'll have to deal with it yourself.
Please don't abandon me. I really regret everything. I have no one else to turn to.
Sorry, but when you come to our house, I'll tell the neighbors again.
Please don't do that. I understand. I promise I won't bother you guys anymore.
You're not our problem anymore. But good luck. Well then, goodbye. Carla was taken away for a month to pay for the damage. No one knows what happened to her during that time. She had an unimaginable experience, and she came back as if she were a different person. However, she was eventually abandoned by her husband, who divorced her and kicked her out of the house. Her parents have also abandoned her and will not allow her to move back to their home. Carla was also cut off by her brother and sister-in-law. She has nowhere to go. She should have thought a little more before doing something so stupid. I think she finally realized that. But it's a little too late for that now.